Hi, good evening, everyone. Beta, this is one of the most important chapters that I want to cover. Uh, and this is called as Human Development Index, okay, HDI. The Human Development Index is basically provided by an organization, and उस organization का नाम है UNDP, United Nations Development Program. It writes an annual series. The series is called as Human Development Report. और उसी सीरीज का ही HDI एक पार्ट है. बहुत कुछ वो रिलीज करते हैं अंडर दैट सीरीज. दे रिलीज अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. One such thing that they release is called as Human Development Index. The Human Development Index, it was first developed by Mehboob ul Haq in 1990 एंड इट वॉज अलोंग विद अमर्त्य सेन. तो ये जो HDI है ये महबूब उल हक ने डेवलप किया था 1990 में एंड अलोंग विद अमर्त्य सेन. ठीक है, महबूब उल हक इज अ पाकिस्तानी इकोनॉमिस्ट एंड अमर्त्य सेन इज एन इंडियन इकोनॉमिस्ट. ठीक है, जस्ट समटाइम्स इट कैन बी आस्क्ड, यू शुड नो. अच्छा, नाउ ऑल्दो ही डेवलप्ड दिस इंडेक्स, उसके बाद दिस इंडेक्स गॉट चेंज्ड. इसमें हमने कुछ चेंजेस लेकर आए एंड दैट न्यू इंडेक्स केम टू बी नोन एज द न्यू HDI, NHDI. तो जो 1990 में ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स बना, द HDI in 1990, that was called as traditional human development index, right beta? Or this came to be known as the new human development index. This changed in 2010. Okay. Now let us talk about the traditional human development index. तो जो हमारा traditional human development index था, it was based on arithmetic mean, AM. Arithmetic mean क्या होता है बेटा? It means x1 plus x2 plus x3 and so on till xn, sum of all divided by the number of observation. So here we were going ahead and we were finding human development index using three components. तीन components हम use कर रहे थे. Life expectancy plus education plus per capita income, so divided by 3. और इसी को अगर हम open up करें, so I will get 1/3 life expectancy, LE कर लेते हैं, plus 1/3 education plus 1/3 per capita income. इसी पे we got this formula. To find human development index, we need two things. हमें दो चीजें चाहिए human development index निकालने के लिए. One is called as upper goalpost and one is called as lower goalpost. The upper goalpost basically finds the maximum value of anything. मतलब सारी कंट्रीज को कंसिडर करके, आफ्टर कंसिडरिंग ऑल द कंट्रीज, व्हाट इज द हाईएस्ट वैल्यू पॉसिबल. हाईएस्ट GDP कितना हो सकता है, हाईएस्ट एजुकेशन कितनी हो सकती है, हाईएस्ट लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी कितनी हो सकती है. सो अपर गोल पोस्ट बेसिकली टेल्स अस द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर पैरामीटर. लोअर गोल पोस्ट टेल्स अस द मिनिमम वैल्यू ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर पैरामीटर. ठीक है. Now, beta, let us go ahead and let us think about the first thing that we had, which is per capita income. ठीक है, तो to find the index of per capita income, we used this formula. अभी हम traditional का बात कर रहे हैं, हाँ. So in traditional index, we used this formula to find per capita income. What is the formula, beta? The formula is log of GDP of any country I minus log of the minimum value of GDP per capita, that is 100. हमने लोअर गोल पोस्ट GDP का 100 पे लिया है. वी हैव टेकन लोअर गोल पोस्ट एट 100 डिवाइडेड बाय लॉग ऑफ द अपर गोल पोस्ट. अपर गोल पोस्ट इज 40,000 minus log of lower goal post. So whichever country we are talking about, जिस भी country की हम बात करेंगे, we will go ahead and put the GDP per capita of that country minus log of lower goalpost upon log of upper goalpost minus log of lower goalpost. This will go ahead and give us the index for per capita income. And I will put this value here. वो यहाँ पे जाएगी. Similarly, when we talk about education, in the traditional method, जब हम traditional method का बात करते हैं, education has two components. The first component was called as adult literacy rate, and the second component is called as gross enrollment ratio. Adult literacy rate is again beta this adult literacy rate of country I minus lower value. Lower is taken at 0. So it is assumed that countries can live, people can survive without education. ऐसा माना जाता है कि कंट्रीज एजुकेशन के बिना जी सकती हैं, इसलिए एजुकेशन या लिटरेसी की लोअर वैल्यू को 0 पे रखा गया है. इट हैज बीन कंसिडर्ड दैट countries can survive without education, so the least value of literacy is taken at 0 divided by maximum minus minimum. So this gives us average literacy rate index is ALRI divided by 100. Similarly, gross enrollment ratio. So this is again gross enrollment ratio of country I minus lower upon maximum minus minimum. ठीक है. आफ्टर बेटा दिस इज ट्रेडिशनल, इसको इतना जानना जरूरी नहीं है बिकॉज वी यूज द न्यू ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स. It is not very important to know this, but I am just giving you for the sake, right? So this is gross enrollment ratio. Once you find adult literacy rate and gross enrollment ratio in the school, you will find the index for education by giving 2/3 weightage to adult literacy index and giving 1/3 weightage to gross enrollment index. So what will you do? यहां से कुछ वैल्यू आया, you got some value from here, you got some value from here, this will be given here, this will come here, and yahan se you will get a number. This number will come here in case of education. Okay. Then the third one that you have, that is the life expectancy at birth, right? So let me just give that also. Life expectancy. Life expectancy is always calculated at birth. मतलब जब कोई पैदा हुआ उस टाइम पे हमें क्या एक्सपेक्टेड है, हाउ लॉन्ग विद द पर्सन लिव, दैट इज लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी एट बर्थ. दिस वाज लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी minus minimum, which is 25 upon maximum 85 minus minimum. Maximum कैसे निकाला जाता है? After considering all the countries, what is the maximum values that we see, right? That the life expectancy maximum we keep it at 85. So similarly, what is the minimum we see, right? So here you will get the life expectancy at birth. Okay. Whatever answer will come here, you will go ahead and put that here. Okay. And then from here you will get the traditional human development index. But now this is not used. So now I want to talk about the new human development index. The new human development index written by NHDI, it varies between 0 and 1. 0 means that lowest human development index and 1 means highest human development index. Again, the focus is on 3 things only: health, education, and income. So health is measured by life expectancy at birth. Health को हम ऐसे measure करते हैं कि कितना कोई जिएगा when he is born, he or she is born. The second thing is knowledge or education. Here there is a change. यहाँ पे हमने कुछ change लेके आया. So the two measures that we have now, the first measure is what is the average schooling attained by adult, and second is what is the expected years of schooling for school age children. So one, how much we are expecting, कितना expectation है कि कितने साल किसी को पढ़ना चाहिए, एंड दूसरा कितना कोई एक्चुअल में एक एडल्ट पढ़ रहा है. सो इट इज मेजर्ड बाय टू थिंग्स. नाउ we are giving weightage to average schooling attained by adults. What is the average number of years of schooling by an adult? And we are giving weightage to the number of years expected that they should be studying. And the third goal that we have is standard of living, माने income. Income is again calculated by your per capita income. Per capita income से ही इसको हम calculate कर रहे हैं. But understand that it is adjusted for purchasing power parity. So because each country's income is in different currency, हर एक country का income different currency में है, to convert these currencies in the same currency, we want to ensure some exchange rate. And how do we find this exchange rate? Using purchasing power parity. कैसे निकाल रहे हैं exchange rate? Using purchasing power parity. Purchasing power parity क्या कहता है? That the same basket of good should cost the same in different countries. Same basket of goods should cost the same in different countries. Mane, if I create one basket of good, it has 10 kg wheat, rice, TV, fridge, and this costs $1,000 in US. And this cost 46,000 rupees in India. So either I have to pay $1,000 or 46,000. So what will be the exchange rate, beta? 46,000 divided by 1,000 rupees 46 per dollar. तो कोई भी इंसान जो यूएस में रह रहा है, any person living in US, if he has $1,000 and exchange rate is rupees 46 per dollar, if he comes to India, he will get 46,000 rupees and he can purchase the same goods जो वो यूएस में खरीद रहा था. He has the same purchasing power parity. So using purchasing power parity exchange rate, we convert the currency, the income of different countries in the same currency. ठीक है. Another thing, question is why we are using log. So try to understand that. Basically, we have the concept of law of diminishing utility of income. What does this say? It says that as we increase the consumption of any commodity, its marginal utility decreases. ठीक है. तो जैसे जैसे आप किसी भी कमोडिटी का कंजम्पशन बढ़ाते हो, ठीक है, जैसे कोई भी खाने का आइटम, अगर यू हैव द फर्स्ट यूनिट, बहुत यूटिलिटी मिलेगा, सेकंड थोड़ा कम, थर्ड थोड़ा कम. सो एज यू इंक्रीज द कंजम्पशन ऑफ अ कमोडिटी, द एडिशनल यूटिलिटी यू गेट डिक्रीजेस. Same is the case with income. If you have only 100 rupees and I give you 100 more, and if you have 5 lakh rupees and I give you 100 more, when will you be more happy? यहाँ पे. This person will be more happy. But this person who has 5 lakh rupees, when he gets 100 more, will he be more happy? No, he will not be very happy. बहुत ज़्यादा खुश नहीं होगा. Right? So try to understand that when your income increases, the extra utility you get from income, जो extra हमें pay off मिलता है या utility मिलता है, satisfaction मिलता है, that decreases. And whenever we use log, so suppose I tell you what is log of 100 to the base 10, it is just 2. So a number like 100 When I use log before it, it converts to just 2. समझ रहे हो बात को? जब हम किसी भी नंबर का log निकालते हैं तो उसका वैल्यू कम हो जाता है. Whenever we take log of any number, its value decreases, right? So when I go ahead and I take log of 100, it is only giving me 2. So that means that I have diminished the value of 100 to only 2. And if I ask you, beta, what is log of 10 to the base 10? It is 1. So now think about it. What I am saying is that that person which has 10 rupees, his utility is only 1 because I have taken log. And who has 100 rupees, his utility is not a lot. It's just 2. So we are able to lower down the utility. We are able to showcase the concept of law of diminishing marginal utility. हम इस concept को दिखा पा रहे हैं कि बहुत ज्यादा पैसा बढ़ने से भी extra utility बहुत नहीं बढ़ रही है by going ahead and taking log. We are able to ensure that there is law of diminishing marginal utility in place because the bigger numbers also. So for example, when your income increases to 1000, then log of 1000 to the base 10 is only 3. The utility is not increasing by a very huge amount when income is increasing. Are you getting it? So log helps us to lower the utility and show the concept of diminishing marginal utility. Utility बढ़ तो रहा है but by very less amount when income is increasing, right? Also, as I told you, we go ahead and we define upper and lower goalpost. This is there in the new Human Development Index also. So it is actual value minus minimum upon maximum minus minimum. Let us go ahead and let us find the health index first. Health index कैसे निकाल रहे हैं बेटा? The health index is found using life expectancy at birth. Life expectancy at birth से हम health index निकालते हैं. The maximum value is 85, minimum is 20. So what is life expectancy index? Life expectancy in country I minus minimum upon maximum minus minimum. For example, if in a country the life expectancy is 79.83, किसी कंट्री का लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी 79.83 है, you will put this value here and you will get the answer as 0.922. Now let's talk about the education index. Education index has two things, beta. First, it is the average year of schooling for adult. कितने साल एक adult school जाएगा? The number of years that a person will do schooling. Second, expected number of schooling. So अगर मैंने आज एक बच्चे को स्कूल में इनरोल करवाया तो क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन है कि वो कितने साल पढ़ाई कर सकता है? Whenever I enroll any student in school, what is the expectation? How many years will he complete in schooling? Right? What is the expected year of schooling? That is expected year. So we have actual and expected. Clear? Okay. Now, as I told you that we keep the minimum value of schooling at 0 because it is assumed that societies can subsist without formal education. जो स्कूलिंग का मिनिमम वैल्यू है उसको हम 0 पे रखते हैं क्योंकि ऐसा माना जाता है कि पढ़ाई के बिना भी एक सोसाइटी चल जाएगी, राइट? द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू फॉर एवरेज ईयर ऑफ स्कूलिंग इज केप्ट एट 15. इसका मैक्सिमम वैल्यू 15 पे रखा है. And the maximum value of expected year of schooling is kept at 18. इसका maximum 18 पे रखा है. Right? Okay. Now let's find out. So for example, in country expected is 13.5. So how will you find out? Actual minus minimum upon maximum minus minimum. You get this value. Suppose the average year of schooling, that means this one. This is given to you as 8.37. So actual minus minimum upon maximum minus minimum 0.558. Now in the traditional, we were giving weightage of 2/3 and 1/3. Here we are giving weightage of half to each. So half weightage to this and half to this. And you will get the answer as 0.654. Now let's talk about the income index. देखो, in the traditional, we were using GDP per capita. देखो, come here. In the traditional, we were going ahead and using GDP per capita. But in the new, we are using gross national income per capita. So we are using GNI, national income. National क्या था? Residents income within the country or outside. GDP was what? Resident or non-resident income, but within the country. So we just want now the income of the residents, चाहे वो country में हो या बाहर हो. So we are using gross national income. What is the income index, beta? LN, gross national income का log. Consider here, I am taking natural log. For those of you who are from maths will know, this is natural log. यहाँ पे we were taking log to the base 10. देखो ध्यान से, I was taking LOG, log to the base 10. So this is log with base 10 beta. Now I am using natural log. That means log with base E. Remember this, huh? ठीक है. So just see here. So maximum value is 75,000 and minimum is 100. So why maximum 75,000? Because it is assumed that any person who even has income more than 75,000, जिस भी कंट्री में पर कैपिटा इनकम 75,000 से ज्यादा भी रहेगा, देयर विल बी नो एक्स्ट्रा वेलबींग गेन. इससे ज्यादा इनकम में कोई एक्स्ट्रा आपका वेलबींग नहीं बढ़ पाएगा. देयर विल बी नो गेन इन ह्यूमन वेलबींग, ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट बियॉन्ड दिस इनकम. So the maximum is kept at 75,000. Okay, now let's suppose that country's income is 13,011.7. So what will be the index? ln 13,011.7 minus ln 100 upon ln 75 minus ln 100. And this will give you this answer. One last thing. In the new Human Development Index, instead of using arithmetic mean, we are using geometric mean. देखो, what is the meaning of arithmetic mean? We say education plus health plus income by 3. तो assume a country which has very low education value. कोई ऐसी country मानो जिसका ये E का value बहुत कम होता जा रहा है, education नहीं करवा रहे हैं, but still the country is earning very high income, maybe because of tourism, because of its natural resources or something else. So basically, in this case, the country can still achieve high human development index, even though it is lowering, say, its education and health. अगर वो इन दोनों को कम भी कर रहा है, पर इनकम को बढ़ाया जा रहा है, तो उसका ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स हाई रहेगा, right? So by going ahead and finding arithmetic mean, we are assuming that these three are perfectly substitutable for each other. They're perfect substitutes of each other, which means that you can go ahead and easily increase one, decreasing other, and still achieve high human development index. So the whole purpose is failed. ये पर्पस कि हम एजुकेशन और हेल्थ को फोकस करेंगे वो फेल हो जाता है, क्योंकि जिस कंट्री का हाई इनकम रहा होगा, दैट कंट्री विल आल्सो गेट हाई ट्रेडिशनल ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स. Therefore, instead of arithmetic mean, we now want to go ahead and use geometric mean, which ensures that there is imperfect substitutability. So the formula of new human development index is health to the power 1 by 3, education to the power 1 by 3, and income to the power 1 by 3. I have taught you how to find these three values. You find them, raise it to the power 1 by 3, you will get new human development index. According to 2018, any country between 0 to 0.549, उसको बोल देते हैं लो ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स. 0.550 to 0.699, मीडियम ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स. 0.700 to 0.799, हाई ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स. 0.80 to 1, very high human development index. According to 2023-24, India का human development index was 0.644 and its rank was 134. I always ask students Wherever rank and numbers are involved, always verify with the latest data. Always. Okay. So according to this, India is falling under the medium human development index. Okay. These are some of the differences between current and traditional human development index. So traditional was calculated using arithmetic mean. इसको हम geometric mean से निकाल रहे हैं. Traditional has calculated using GDP. This I am using GNI, gross national income. Traditional had gone ahead and had used school enrollment and adult literacy rate. यहाँ पे है average education attained and expected education. ठीक है. Now, so this is fine, nothing else. ठीक है. So now another thing which I want to focus on is that there is just one thing which is there, that we have now gone ahead and we have defined the upper goal post to the observed maximum rather than the predefined cutoffs. मतलब अगर हमें मैक्सिमम, जो भी कंट्रीज का मैक्सिमम दिख रहा है, उसके बेसिस पे हम अपर गोल पोस्ट को डिफाइन कर रहे हैं, ना कि इस पे कि इस अपर को इतने पे ही रख लो या उतने पे ही रख लो. नो, बेस्ड ऑन द एक्चुअल डेटा सेट वी आर डिसाइडिंग व्हाट एवर अपर गोल पोस्ट वैल्यू शुड बी. Similarly, when we talk about the lower goalpost value, we are considering the actual data set to decide what the lower goalpost value should be. Another thing which is important is that we are now using natural log instead of log to the base 10. ठीक है. Okay, अब हम बात करते हैं how does human development index differ from the income ranking. Human development index क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्यों हम सिर्फ इनकम पे डिपेंड नहीं कर सकते हैं. सो ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट देयर आर कंट्रीज विच हैव हाई इनकम and still they have low human development index. For example, China, UAE is expected to have high human development index, but although they have high income level, they are not doing very nice on the HDI front. इनका इनकम लेवल तो हाई है, ठीक है, बट फिर भी उस इनकम के हिसाब से जो एजुकेशन और हेल्थ होना चाहिए था वो नहीं है. अनदर एग्जाम्पल कैन बी ऑफ क्यूबा एंड गुयाना विच हैव वेरी क्लोज पर कैपिटा इनकम. दोनों का इनकम बहुत ही आसपास का है. Still, the rank of Cuba is 73 and Guyana is 125. So it means that countries can have similar income. Countries का income बराबर का हो सकता है and still they can have very different human development index. वो health, education पे इतना अच्छा perform नहीं कर रहे होंगे. Alternative foundations. Apart from human development index, we can study other index also. One is called as inequality adjusted human development index. ये इनइक्वालिटी को भी कंसिडर करता है, और अगर इनइक्वालिटी किसी कंट्री में ज्यादा है तो ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट रैंक को उससे फर्क पड़ेगा. सो इट इम्पोजेस पेनल्टी ऑन ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स दैट wherever there is more inequality in the country. So if there is more inequality, the rank of the country will be higher. Higher in the sense it will, I should be saying it will be more. It will be in the ranking it will be lower. Higher क्यों बोल रही हूँ, because rank start from 1, 2. So country will go below if inequality is high. The second thing is there is something called as gender inequality index. It focuses, of course, on finding how much gender inequality exists in the country. There is another thing which is called as multidimensional poverty index. I will be covering this separately in the poverty chapters. And it focuses on multiple aspects of poverty. There are some criticisms of human development index also. First criticism is it only focuses on few non-income indicators. आप सिर्फ हेल्थ और एजुकेशन की बात कर रहे हो. बट लीगली एक इकोनॉमी कैसा करिए, लीगल एस्पेक्ट्स कैसे हैं, उसके इंस्टीट्यूशंस कैसे हैं, क्या लोगों को के जो राइट्स हैं वो फुलफिल हो रहे हैं या नहीं हो रहे हैं, व्हाट इज द हैप्पीनेस ऑफ द पीपल, व्हाट इज द इन्वायरमेंटल कंडीशन. सो वी आर नॉट फोकसिंग ऑन ऑल दोज थिंग्स. We are only focusing on two non-income indicators, education and health, and we are not focusing on other indicators. The second thing is that in the Human Development Index, HDI, according to the new HDI, education depends on two things. One, the average year of schooling, and second, the expected years of schooling. But this expected year is very difficult to forecast. ये निकालना कि expected year कितने होंगे, ये बहुत ही मुश्किल काम है. And that is one of the limitations of the NDI, New Human Development Index. However, the Human Development Index has been able to go ahead and still tell us a lot of things. Where first we were only focusing on income, we are now going ahead and thinking further. We are thinking beyond income, right? So we are thinking how different groups in the economy are performing. We are thinking about inequality. We are thinking about gender inequality. We are thinking about health. We are thinking about education. So we have started thinking beyond income. जहां पे पहले हम सिर्फ एक इनकम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की बात करते थे, अब हम जेंडर, रीजनल, एथनिक डिफरेंशियल्स के ऊपर भी डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं. अब हम ये भी देख रहे हैं कि एक कंट्री में अलग अलग ग्रुप्स कैसे कैसे जी रहे हैं, रूरल में कैसे है, अर्बन में कैसे है, मिडिल इनकम कैसे जी रहा है, हाई इनकम कैसे जी रहा है, लो इनकम कैसे जी रहा है, विमेन कैसे जी रहे हैं, मेल्स कैसे जी रहे हैं. हाँ, देन वी आर ऑल्सो थिंकिंग कि एक पर्टिकुलर रेस कैसे जी रही है, एक पर्टिकुलर कास्ट कैसे, how they are living. So basically, instead of going ahead and just focusing on income, we are also trying to think how different groups within the country are surviving, how they are living based on caste, region, religion, etc. And in that sense, Human Development Index has enabled countries to think beyond income. इनकम के आगे सोचने के लिए उनको वो मजबूर करता है. इट इनेबल्स देम, इट लीड्स देम टू थिंक बियॉन्ड इनकम ऑल्सो. ओके. ओके बेटा.